So I just ate dinner. I'm really happy with myself today because my diet was on point. This morning I woke up and had the banana smoothie, the banana spinach smoothie with a little bit of water in it. And then I had like a ton of apples before I went to go work out. Ate some more apples during the workout. And then I came home and I had that watermelon, or that cantaloupe. Yeah, it was a cantaloupe. And I don't know why I said watermelon. I think I'm like craving some watermelon. But just like my diet was on point, and then after 4 o'clock, I made my pasta. So I had dry pasta. I didn't put any sauce on it. I didn't put any marinara, no hot sauce, nothing like that. I just was, yeah, I wanted it because it's gonna taste better. But it's so high in sodium. Even marinara sauce, even like hot sauce, so high in sodium. And I'm really trying to reduce that. So I had the pasta. I might have one more portion of pasta later. And it just feels really good. Like I feel good about myself because I was able to stick to my goal today, which was to really clean up my diet. And once this is my experience, but once I get one day under my belt, it becomes easier the next day. Then I get 2 days. By the third day, it's like it's a routine again. And sure, like the body's going to crave the sodium, the body's going to crave the fats. But if you can keep it up, from experience, I know this. It's worth it in the long run because you're going to get lean, you're going to get shredded. I just can't wait to like do this for a week or two and just see how far I can take it. Because I've definitely put on some size since I've been out of rehab. I feel really good about the way I look, but it's just like trying to get super lean and be so fucking incredibly aesthetic that people like want to follow you on Instagram. People want to watch your YouTube videos, whether you have a nice camera or not. I really do feel like I would get a lot more attention if I was just that much more aesthetic and that much more. People want to see that. They want to see freaks, People don't want to see the average Joe on the YouTube. I mean, I guess there's, some niche markets for that too. But I feel like anybody that's going to be into fitness, anybody that's going to be into bodybuilding, they want to see fucking freaks, bro. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm gonna play guitar for a couple hours, try to write some songs, and I'll vlog a little bit about my thoughts, trying to get back into music and stuff like that. So I've been playing guitar for like the last hour or so. I started out trying to like write a brand new song. I have a few new pieces that I've been working on, just like verses and choruses and just lines, ideas and stuff. So I started out, I was trying to write like a brand new song. It didn't quite get there, so I went back to some of the other ideas that I've been kind of formulating since I've been out of rehab. My pace, my songwriting pace is not quite as prolific as it used to be. And I feel like, I have so many like really good songs that I'm proud of. Like I've got songs that I wrote when I was 14, 15, 16, 17 that I still play. And I wrote a lot of amazing songs when I went to jail. But I want to say that like the older and older I get, I feel like it's harder to get back to that place, that creative spot where, the sparks just start flying and the creative juices are just like flowing. It's getting harder and harder to do that. Maybe it's because I don't do it as much. Or maybe it is an age thing. I don't know. But I can remember when I was in jail, I didn't have a guitar and I couldn't really sing. I could sing the melody a little bit, but I wasn't in like a spot where I could, play guitar and sing and write songs. I did better with just a pen and paper and my mind in like the 10 months that I spent in jail than I ever did in a recording studio with my guitar or my piano. Because all I had was my mind. I didn't have the distraction of like social media or anything. All I had was my mind, the pen, and the paper. And I came up with some really amazing songs. Some of the best songs I've ever written, I wrote in jail with no guitar. And I'd like to get back to that place where I can sit down and come up with lyric ideas and just be happy, just be comfortable sitting down with pen in my hand, writing on paper, and just be able to focus for like hours at a time. And that's what I used to do, because in jail you got a lot of free time. What else are you going to do? I worked out and I chose to write songs. And I wrote some of the best songs because I knew I would get out someday, and I knew that I wanted to have some really good pieces. But I've got so many songs that people haven't even heard. I feel like with the right production, with the right amount of exposure. Like, a lot of these songs I've already written could do really well. Like, it's, maybe they won't be mainstream hits, but if I had enough popularity, the songs would be popular enough. Some of them, like, I do feel like could be hits. I feel like some of my songs could go viral if I had the right kind of production, the right whatever promotion, the right following, the right amount of people behind me. But it just got me thinking, like, I really want to start spending more time with my guitar. I got my guitar right there. I named her Arya when I bought her after the character from Game of Thrones, the little girl in Game of Thrones. But I'd like to spend more time with my guitar, and I'd like to get back into music. It's going to take a while. I know that. It's going to take, I'm going to be 28 years old in February. I'm not sure how far I can really go with it. But even just for myself, like, I want to be able to get back into music. It's not something I want to lose, And I find myself spending weeks at a time not really hitting my instrument, not singing, not writing, and that fact does kind of make me depressed. It really does. And I think I like today, I'm not gonna lie, like today I had it was a weird day. It was a busy day, it was a productive day, but in the morning I remember walking around and, like, I really wanted to use. I really, really, really did. And that thought was kind of following me around this morning. By the time I got to the gym and, started working out and stuff, that went away, of course. But when I start feeling lonely like that, when I start feeling the addiction kind of pulling me, that's kind of like when I want to, like, play music and kind of forget about that, you know what I mean? And take my mind off of it. That's another reason I spend so much time in the gym, because if I didn't, that addictive nature inside of me would, like, be a lot stronger, because I can go to the gym, I can take my supplements, I can use the weightlifting sessions or the running sessions as my drug of choice. Skin tearing pumps, that's my drug of choice now. But I'd like to add playing guitar and writing songs, and at least playing on You Now again, because I used to play on You Now all the time. So that's kind of like one of my goals. One of my goals is to get back into my music. I don't know how much support I would have, and it seems like such a long road to the top, or to the top of whatever peak I can get to. But I think it would help, just my overall social media presence, because I produce all my own tracks. Some of the intro and outro on my main channel for those videos, that's my song that I did, and the people are really interested in it. People are always asking me, what song is that? So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm going to try to devote at least like an hour every single day to playing guitar again, and I feel like that's a step in the right direction. So I just got out of the shower. I'm so happy with myself today because I really did stick to my diet. Low sodium, low fat, raw to 4. I had a small portion of pasta right before I got into the shower. That's going to be my last meal of the night. And it was on point. It was on point. And if I keep that up, it's going to be easier tomorrow because I'm already in that mode now. Because like when I'm eating junk food, it's so hard for me to get out of it. So once I get a whole day under my belt, and then I'm going to fast overnight till about 8 or 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, it feels really, really good. So I'm going to straighten my hair and get ready for the weekend here. Okay, so I just got finished straightening my hair. I'm not really going to do much with it tonight. I'm just going to kind of let it relax, and I'll try to style it tomorrow. But I just wanted to get the curls out. It's usually what I do on Fridays. And like if I take another shower and wash my hair, well, I take a shower every day, but I don't wash my hair every day. So I usually do that on Friday, so it's set till about Monday or so. Then maybe I'll wash my hair again on Tuesday. And some people think that's kind of gross, but I'm vegan. I don't really ever smell much. I don't have like putrescides from consuming meat and dairy products. I don't have that kind of shit rotting in my gut, so it doesn't come out of my skin or my hair or anything. So I usually smell pretty good. And I'm just going to kind of chill the rest of the night, maybe edit this vlog. I'm going to do some chores. I got to vacuum and kind of tidy up a little bit. I'm going to tidy up this and fix the closet, and that's really looking like a mess back there. That's my desk too, so that's crazy. But it's important to kind of just once a week or so take a like an inventory and kind of clean out and get rid of things you don't need, organize things. It's good for the mind. I really appreciate everybody watching the vlog. We got almost 100 subscribers already. It really means a lot to me, and I'll be back tomorrow for you guys.